Hey everyone, what's going on? I'm MT Birchfield, and today I wanted to talk to you about an idea I had. For a while I've wanted to build a competitive team for tournaments in PokeMMO. However, with the back-to-back seasons, I just hadn't had a ton of time to do it. So, recently, with the release of Sword and Shield, I have had a lot more free time to prepare for breeding and earning money for PokeMMO. So an idea came to me. I would build a competitive team for PokeMMO while at the same time showing you guys my walkthrough of how I did it and what kind of team I'm building. At the conclusion of this series, this is my hope, that I'll be able to do my first ever competitive tournament on here on PokeMMO, and if I built a decent team, we'll win it. So let's go ahead and get started with the team and what exactly I'm going to be building through this. So, for this team, I have put together an interesting group of underused and overused Pokemon, but mostly overused Pokemon, let's be real, you're going to have them to compete. So, I started, of course, with my all-time favorite Pokemon and the mascot of my channel, Feraligatr. Now, Feraligatr is definitely not an OU Pokemon by any stretch, but it is still an incredibly powerful and often overlooked Pokemon among most of the starters. My design for him will basically be to turn him into a powerful Dragon Dance Pokemon with versatility of move coverage. We're going to max out his physical attack and speed and give him a speed boosting jolly nature as well. As far as coverage goes, we're going to be giving him access to Earthquake to deal with electric types that switch in on him or the ones that he can actually outspeed. Ice Punch to deal with potential Dragon type Pokemon or Flying or even Grass type Pokemon, which is his only other weakness. Also, Waterfall for powerful stab physical attacks, and finally, of course, Dragon Dance to set up in a type advantage scenario to possibly sweep the opponent. My second Pokemon I'm going to be running is Garchomp. So, without a doubt, Garchomp is going to be the single most important Pokemon to this team. Garchomp is going to be playing the main role of a mixed sweeper. And for those of you who have played competitive Pokemon, you know just how dangerous Garchomp is in the overused scene, actually getting banned to Ubers by VGC and Smogon back in the day. For Garchomp, we're going to invest heavily into special attack and speed. With his natural power and attacking, this is only going to push his special attack up to that same power, and so he's going to be able to hit both special and physical walls with tremendous power. And there's not going to be many Pokemon that can outspeed him with his naive nature, so he's bound to win the speed matchup nearly every single time against other pseudo-legendaries. In fact, the only Pokemon pseudo-legendary wise that can match him will be other Garchomp. For his moves, I'm running with Stealth Rocks as his first move. In the event that I'm able to set them up on the opponent's team, it gives us kind of a favorable matchup. Draco Meteor is going to be our second move, and that is for powerful dragon coverage as well as a powerful stab special attack. Earthquake as well for our third move is because it's a strong physical attacking move, but it's also stab, and that is a very good thing that we need. Finally, rounding out all of his attacks is going to be Fire Blast for those pesky ice types such as Mamoswine, which is usually used to counter him. Ice types will absolutely cripple Garchomp, so he has to have some way to compete with him. His main purpose is to break opponents' walls and give us a chance to get through and just finally push all of those pesky Pokemon like Skarmory and Blissey off the field. Our third Pokemon is, speaking of Skarmory and Blissey, our third Pokemon is Skarmory, which is part of the legendary combination, I'm struggling with my words today, of Skarmbliss. Skarmory will serve as the physical wall for my team. So, our main investments will be into HP, defense, and just a little bit into special defense. Its impish nature will push an already powerful defense even higher. So basically what we're looking at is a very tanky physical Skarmory. As far as moves go, we're going to run spikes to provide even more entry hazards. Trust me, if we get both spikes and Stealth Rock up, the opponent's going to be feeling it. In addition to spikes, we're going to have Roost on him for longevity and the ability to recover health, as well as Whirlwind that's going to allow us to push opponents off the field and cycle them onto those spikes and those Stealth Rocks. Finally, I rounded it out with Brave Bird. That way he would be able to dish out some physical damage, but still heal up from the recoil using Roost. It's a very needed move for Skarmory. The other Pokemon that we're going to use, our fourth one, is Blissey, the second half of Skarn Bliss. So, Blissey is an absolute special wall, so we're going to have to invest heavily into defense and special defense, and a small bit into its health. This is going to cause Blissey to be insanely tanky. If you've never faced a Blissey with maxed out special defense, that joker is tough. Its calm nature is going to be pushing its special defense even higher. As far as movesets go, Blissey will be very much a team support Pokemon, in addition to being that special wall, which is going to allow it to heal itself or an incoming ally if it's timed right and swapped out in time. Soft Boiled allows Blissey to have some of that precious self-care that she needs. Toxic is going to give us the ability to stall out opponents that might be pesky walls. And finally, Seismic Toss gives us solid, consistent damage, meaning Blissey does not have to just be a passive Toxic staller. Our fifth Pokemon is Gengar. Now, Gengar is special because technically I already have him. If you watched our NU season, then you'll know Haunter was on my team. And after that season ended, I just traded it to AJ, and he traded it right back to me. And so I got my Gengar. For his investment, I put heavily into his special attack and speed. I wanted him to be a proverbial glass cannon. And with his timid nature, he becomes insanely fast. Our moveset for him is actually a pretty unique thing. I kind of came up with it. And I played with it, and it worked really well in our NU season. So first we have Destiny Bond, and most people will be wondering, why in the world do you have Destiny Bond on there? Well, I run a Focus Sash on my Gengar. That way he can take a hit, not die from it, and then the next turn, if we know his opponent is either going to outspeed him, or will dish out an attack that will kill Gengar, or he'll basically survive Gengar's attack, he can use Destiny Bond, trap that opponent into Destiny Bond, and take him with him. The next slot we've got Hidden Power Fighting. For predictive coverage against dark and normal type Pokemon, it kind of allows him to strike back against those Pokemon. So if somebody swaps in and thinks that they're safe, the Hidden Power Fighting might be coming for him. Finally, rounding out all of his special attacks are Shadow Ball and Sludge Bomb. Now these are two powerful special moves that also provide stab damage, and if you have ever been hit by one of them from a Gengar that's maxed out in special attack, you know how powerful this can be. Finally, our final Pokemon is this, Excadrill. He is going to basically be our Rapid Spinner, but not just any Rapid Spinner, a bulky one that could possibly sweep teams. We're going to invest a good portion into HP, a little bit into attack, we're going to invest very heavily into special defense, and a small bit into speed. With his adamant nature, he's going to have a formidable attacking power. Now, for the movesets, of course, he's going to have Rapid Spin first off. That's what he's here for to do. He's here just to basically clear away our opponent's entry hazards, such as Stealth Rocks or even Spikes. We don't want them getting any of that stuff up. Earthquake is going to provide him his second attack, which is a powerful stab physical move, which Excadrill, let's be honest, really kind of needs. Now, next is where it gets interesting, because we give Excadrill Swords Dance. And here's the thing about Swords Dance. Swords Dance is going to push his attack stage up 2 whole stages. So that means Excadrill's already powerful attacking power gets even more powerful and could just become downright dangerous for any opponent facing him. The last slot is going to go to Rock Slide, which I did personally because it gives Excadrill a little bit more coverage for any flying types that it may run into. Maybe we run up against a pesky Skarmory or like a Gyarados swaps in. I can spam the little Rock Slide there and introduce them to a bad time. Now, the main issue with this team will be that there is no weather strategy. If you know anything about Gen 5, weather was a very significant part of the metagame. However, I think this is going to end up being okay. I think what we're going to use is the sheer power of the team to negate all of that weather. I'm going to try to kind of be the battler who dictates to my opponent what's going to happen on the battlefield instead of letting them set up and then reacting to that setup and trying to change weather. So through the next few weeks, I'm going to walk you through my process as I earn money, breed the Pokemon, gain the necessary moves, and then it'll all culminate in me putting the team of my choice together for the first time, and we'll go into a competitive tournament and battle. So if you're excited for this process, if you're excited to see the competitive videos, let me know down in the comment section below. I'm really pumped up about this. We're going to cover everything from my money making method all the way down to how I breed, what I look for in my Pokemon, the abilities I'm going for, everything. So I'm excited about it. Hope you are. If you did enjoy it, drop a like down below, subscribe if you have not already for more videos like this, and we will see you all again next time. Thank you so much for watching.